So that exact song has been running through my mind since I woke up this morning. And in meditation, when I asked for specific messages for Libra, that song just kept on repeat over and over and over again. So, whether that is how you're feeling about an individual, how an individual is feeling about you, I was also receiving the message that whatever you establish within regards to any connection, to make sure that you show up fully there. So we're going to get started with this reading. It will probably be around 45 minutes to an hour. I will be pulling letters and numbers for additional information, just a little bit of bonus here. These cards are just going to be basic kind of guidance, and then I also have cards that I will be using that will reveal more messages. So I don't want to be too long here talking, but I just wanted to mention that we all have more than one zodiac placement. So if you are feeling the call, you may go to any other of the videos that I have uploaded that may align with any of the other zodiacs. And as well, I do not specify gender roles as far as divine feminine or masculine unless I pull a DF or DM in my letters. But when I speak about roles being reversed, that may refer to the messages coming through. If they align with somebody that you're connected with or to, then take it as that they align there with that person and not for you. So when people speak about role reversal, that's actually what it is that they mean. And we did get a big chunk of cards here, so let's get through this. Our first one is telepathic communication. Isn't that crazy how when I first woke up, there were other messages that were coming through, but I lost them. And I can't recall what exactly they were because as soon as they came in, as soon as they came out, but that song definitively kept coming through. And I was like asking my spirit guides, is that it? Are you sure? Is there something else? Am I missing something? And they were like, no, they just wanted to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. But you may be receiving telepathic communication outside of what it is that I have here. And that may even be coming through music or lyrics and songs. So do be mindful to just use discernment and take whatever applies. Now we have be mindful, so make sure that you are using discernment even when it comes to telepathic communication and whoever it is that's coming through. What are their true intentions with you? Are they trying to elude you in a certain regard, right? So now we do have checkmate. So either the divine is checkmating you or checkmating someone else with in terms of how it is that they are treating you currently, or you may just find yourself in a checkmate situation. This has been coming up in the readings in that just when we think like life is over or we are ready to throw in the towel in a certain regard, the divine comes in and is like, well, checkmate, here's some blessings. But we'll have to see what comes through here. We do have it's prime time, baby. So if you have been in kind of like a hermit mode, it may even be time for you to step out into your locality, and even just it's prime time to be mindful about what it is that you do, how you move, your energetic signature, what it is that you emit into the world. But it's prime time, baby. So now we have no. Maybe there is a certain individual that you will not be coming back into alignment or connection or reunion with. For many of the zodiac signs, there was a collective message that was coming through. If it fits, take it. If not, don't. But it was saying that there is a silence that is deafening. So if that fits and aligns, then maybe that is in regards to that. But no, no, I'm not exactly sure how that may align or fit here. We'll have to see with what messages come through. Channel energy. So make sure that you are allowing for energy to flow through you and that you are in flow. And even that if somebody were to come back in, that you're open to receive them and that you channel that energy telepathically to have that reciprocal exchange if that is what you are feeling to do in regards to this situation. So now we have, you won't need to translate your soul. So that could be where that no is coming from. Like, no, you are going to be done dealing with people who are committed to misunderstanding you, and you're not going to need to translate your entirety detail by detail for anyone. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone. This person will just know. It'll be like an innate connection that you have between each other, and even with what comes through in your telepathic communication. You're not going to need to translate your soul. This person already knows. They already know you in a way where you don't have to do that. It's a soul deep bond. So the things that maybe you could be feeling are flaws or insecurities, like this person, they don't see it as that. We also have come correct or not at all. So again, with that no, the universe is not going to let this person come into your physicality if they are not coming correct and in the right aligned balanced energy. So now we do have pour into yourself. So make sure that you are leaning in on radical self-love and pouring into your abundant love cup so that you can pour from that overflow as opposed to depleting your innate energy supply. Ooh, now we have intelligent, grown, and hella sexy. So somebody may be feeling that way about you, or this may be in regards to somebody that is connected to you in your energy field, or that you will be coming in alignment with. I'm feeling as though it's already an established connection. There may be a period of separation, though, I do want to mention that. But I'm not feeling as though this is with somebody new. However, again, only take what is resonant. So now we have connect to your own, and own is underlined, divinity, sovereignty, and autonomy. So make sure that, again, you are showing up for yourself in the right balanced, aligned energy. Ground your energy. Make sure that you are adhering to spiritual hygiene if that is something that you do currently for yourself. So now we have not to be outdone. So again, with that no, you will not be outdone. And even in regards to this connection and relationship, you are incomparable. And it is undeniable. And you are as well unforgettable. Like, this person cannot forget you, no matter what they try to do. So now we have something you manifested is about to come to fruition. So get ready, because whether it is in terms of life, love, or career, and it may even be interconnected, it's on its way to you. And you have to make sure that you are freed up from the weight of anything that you are carrying inwardly to have that channel be open for you to receive. So now we have time to learn. This one flew out of my hand. And it says time to learn something new. So it will be time for you to invest in learning, growing, ascending, evolving, healing, and learning something new, allowing for yourself to be open again And in receptive mode, now we have trust the process. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust the divine, trust that everything is working out for you and your best benefit at all times. Distraction, you're losing focus again. Tune back into your own energy. So you may be too focused on things external to you. This is almost like, I have another card that says red alert, tune out of others and back into yourself. So this is like that card. Work on what it is that you can for yourself. Lean in on learning again to figure out something new that you can be excited about in life again. And even if it's kind of just putting that intentional energy through the channel of the manifestation, even if it is that you have to see things from a higher vantage point of perception. We are all going through an intense time at this current juncture, and it is being recommended to take life in bite-sized pieces, but trust the process. Do not allow for these external distractions and voice and noise of others to take you off of your purposeful missions. So now this may align with someone who is in your energy field. It may either be this person or another individual, or if it doesn't align for that, this may be a season that this manifestation comes into fruition. So we have fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Again, do only take what is resonant. So those are the messages that I got for that deck. And in this deck here, I will be providing messages that align with love, age, zodiac signs, physical features. There are intimate messages and music lyrics. So let's go for our Libra in alignment with this love reading. So now we received the worst is over, the best is yet to come, and there's 4 hearts there. So those 4 hearts may represent something, but the worst is over, even in terms of a connection that you have went through prior, or even just in life in general. Like, the worst that you've ever been through is over. Like, you're done learning the lessons. Now you're going to be learning something new to take place of all of the lessons and the hardships, the adversity, and the challenges that you've had to overcome. So now we have someone, I'm laughing because I'm tripping up over my words, but we have someone consistently loses sleep over you. So they are unable to sleep because you are pulling on their heartstrings. And for the next message here, this one flew onto the floor. It's not anything really spectacular or special, but it does represent the physicality of either you or someone in your energy field. So this says medium to large build. Let's see what else. What else, Spirit, can we do? Wow. Okay. All right, so we have, I fell in love with the way you touched me without using your hands. So you were able to touch this person soul deep just with your words, with your demeanor, with how you carry yourself. And that's pretty special and significant. Now we have life and love are messy and unpredictable. There is no rule book. And people generally are messy. We are conditioned to elusive beliefs that hold no validity of truth. And on top of that, we have all of these other things that we carry from past lifetimes through each lifetime and now into this lifetime, such as abandonment wounds. So even though life and love are messy and we as individuals are messy, still continue to show up. Even if you feel like you're messy and this person's not going to accept you back into their life because you weren't coming from the highest vantage point of yourself when you were connecting. you know, do just be mindful of that. Remember, we have be mindful. Be mindful of how it is that you are interacting with others, either energetically or physically, and as well how you are receiving that from another individual. So now we have loving you is the single most amazing gift I will forever treasure and cherish. So that's deep and that's beautiful. So now we have joy, happiness, and fulfillment. When I spoke about filling up your love cup, this is in representation of that. And when you allow for yourself to be in joy and happiness, that will bring you to fulfillment. But you may even find the happiness and joyness within each other to achieve that fulfillment. Again, do only take what applies. Now we have 0 F's given, 0 apologies. So this person is feeling you on a level like no other, and they will not make any apologies for it. Now we have ruminating, release control. That is in regards to this person who is losing sleep, but it may also be that you are feeling the pull of this other individual and you may be losing sleep or ruminating and feeling a bit anxious. Release the attachment of any outcome and allow for the universe to lead. So now we have, I want to explore every inch of you. So someone is not only turned on by your intellect, they also are really into your physicality. Now we have you spark much more than someone's curiosity. They've never had the pleasure of meeting someone so real, authentic, and unique. They're smitten. So this person is like head over heels, mind blown, and in love with you totally and completely. But right now, currently, their fear is overriding their logic, and that may be due to us being in this retrograde season. There are trines after trines after trines. We are eliminating and removing cycles for the past 9 years or even 800 years for those who are the game changer for their ancestral generational bloodline, and they were brought here to remove those generational curses. On the top of the deck here, we have wish fulfillment, and that has a $sign in. The same thing with the 0 F's given. There are $2 there. So again, with the interconnection of work, this may be a situation such as that. You may even begin to work as co-workers, or you're like feeling this person in work and then it ends up being something more, or you are like the game changers for humanity. When you come together, it will be like you are the power couple, the couple who is the loving example of unconditional love for humanity, and that it can work when you interconnect those things. Again, only take what is resonant for your specific situation. So now we have hearts united. Again, whether you are in a perceived state of separation, there is a red thread of fate that keeps you connected, soul to soul and heart to heart. So that is a lovely message to receive. Now we have life is about to get fun. Buckle up, baby. So maybe you've just been going and growing through the humdrum of life, and it's just one day after the next, mundane, like, okay, when is there gonna be some fizz in my life? When can we bring the fun back in? I'm working my ass off and I really just need some fun. I need a break. I need a change, right? To start something new, or just to have newness within regards to this connection with a past person. But even with that, life is about to get fun. This person may be the fun. They may be lighthearted, silly, humorous, and just pull you out of like the fear that's overriding the logic. But either way, your manifestation is on its way, and that I believe is this person. So you may have been both manifesting each other. So now we have your someone's favorite notification. So someone does have a connection with you, or this may only align with one person if it doesn't align with more than one here. Again, only take what pertains for your specific situation. But when they see the notification of your name come through, it's, I don't even know how to explain it. It's almost like it stops their heart. It like puts them in such a, I don't even know how to explain it. Um, like they're excited, but they're like, oh my God, what is the notification of, right? So it's like it pulls on them, and that kind of causes them fear and anxiety as well, even though they like to receive it, and like there's no one else that they would rather receive that from. It's like it hits them in the feels every time. So now we have move in silence, external interference, stops opportunities and progress. Be more private. So make sure that if any opportunity should arise, that you keep that close to your chest until you know for sure that you can trust anyone, even this person. But it may even be in regards to this person, and that you are supposed to keep your connection on the down low, because again, the outside voice and noise external to you may try to come in and intercede, interrupt, disrupt, or distract, and kind of like pull you away from what it is that you know to be truth for yourself in regards to this connection with this person. And now for the last card that I pulled here, it is Leap of Faith. So that is that new beginning and risking it, right? Taking a risk that maybe you wouldn't have prior. So now what I am going to do is ask Spirit to align us specifically to ages, zodiac signs, and any other physical features that may align. Do be mindful, Libra, that sometimes those things are not given to us here in these readings because either the person does not want you to know who it is that they are, or Spirit does not want you to either. It's not time. Like the universe is not ready to reveal this person, though you may already have an indication of who it is. So now we have keep pushing forward and leaning in on chasing goals, dreams, and ambition. That's the same thing as kind of like pouring into your own love cup. Make sure that you are honoring the vision that you hold for yourself in every area and walk of life. Stairway to heaven. What? So even if you can't see the full staircase, just take that first step, and then the next step will light up, and the next step, and the next step. Everything does not have to be figured out. Remember how I said that the universe will reveal things over time. We're not always meant to know everything right up front. The universe doesn't work that way, right? So do be mindful of that. So now we have remote viewing and spying. So you are either remote viewing and spying on this other individual, or they are to you. And I don't necessarily like this card 100% because although somebody may have good intentions, I do feel as though it is a violation of privacy. I have other remote viewing cards in here that are a little bit better than that one, but this person is really feeling you, and maybe they can't get a read on you, and that's the only way that they can. They may even be a spiritual guidance to you in a silent way, and they may be remote viewing and spying on you so that they can continue to show up lovingly for you, even though you have no indication of that occurring. So now we have electric chemistry. I said this earlier. undeniable, unexplainable, and unforgettable. So now we have the clarification of that. And Unforgettable by Nat King Cole may have spiritual significance or aligning lyrics. Okay, so the next message is a song. I'm gonna do my best to sing it. Study my face, frame, put me on the wall above the staircase. Where you show me off, I'll be your peace. Your ART. Okay, so those lyrics are from a song, and I'm getting goosebumps all over, from Tyla. The song is called ART. So you may be an artist in a certain regard, or this person, or when you come together, you may just offer a new artistry altogether. That's really beautiful. They want to get intimate with you, but they also think that you are their masterful piece of art, and they may even look to you as their muse. Opposites attract. There may be distance between you, cultural, religious, age, racial, wealth differences. It doesn't mean that you're not meant to be. So there you go. Opposites attract. There may even just be distance between you, in that one of you may live in one side of the world and one of you may live on the other side of the world. So now we have acceptance and acknowledgement. So my phone shut off, and now I don't really know where it is that I stopped here for you guys. I do know that the last message that I did see was acceptance and acknowledgement. So accept where it is that this connection is currently, accept your part in it, accept and acknowledge that maybe you both had inner work that still needed to be done in order for you to come back in the right aligned balanced energy. And you will not, if there is only one of you that is doing the work that is required. If I went over these already, I'll cut it out in the video, but I can't wait to journey, study, and explore you, to get to know and love you better. And this is like the remote viewing card that I have that is acceptable. This kind of aligns with that. So with that being said, both the remote viewing card that I had originally received and this are in regards to them wanting to know how to love you appropriately. So that is really, really beautiful, that somebody would want to know you and study you and explore you and have the opportunity to lovingly guide you. That may be occurring. They may be a guide to you silently from behind the scenes. So now we have self-reflection. Lean in on the understanding of yourself and the awareness that you hold, the perceptions that you have, and maybe even when we lean in on introspection and diving into the inner well of ourselves to move through the shadows that no longer serves. I know that that can seem like it's daunting, or you're gonna hit a rabbit hole and continue going down and down and down and not be able to get yourself out. But honestly, and I'm speaking about this from experience, moving through the shadows is not easy to navigate, but once you allow for yourself to do so and you basically like deadhead the things that are no longer serving, or release the burdens and baggage of the past, you open yourself up to experience the new, to have the light, bright, upful, joyful, happy blessings take the place of that with which is not serving, like abandonment wounds, rejection wounds, humiliation, persecution, trauma that we've experienced in childhood, things like that. So now we have trust your inner compass, trust and honor your vision that you have and hold in every area and walk of life for yourself. But in terms of this connection, if you are being led to this person and you feel as though it is right and you are aligned, go for it. If not, don't. Either way, trust that you are being guided lovingly at all times. Now we have you are my missing puzzle piece. So this person has something. To this person, they may have everything they could ever want, wish, hope, or desire in their life, but you are that missing piece. It may even be that this is a shared togetherness and that you are both each other's missing piece, and that when you come together, you will be in full package vibes. Now we have this life is a one-time offer. Use it wisely. I can't recall if I went over this already, but this may actually have been just a one-time offer with this individual. Again, there are several energy threads of you that will be tuned in for this reading, so do take the messages as they apply. But also, this is in regards to being mindful and using discernment at all times. We really didn't get the messages that I had anticipated us receiving here. So let's just see what spirit will give us. Again, remember, with this person having their cards close to their chest, they may be a secret admirer with hidden emotions who never openly express them to you. Whoa, this is kind of like a lot of more messages that came out. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get through these messages rather quickly because there's a lot of them that came out and I was only planning on going for like maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes more. Justice, fairness, and balance. So if something was not just in the past, it will be turning. The scales of balance is Libra, so that is you. Justice, fairness, and balance will be occurring within regards to this connection. Now we have intense energy. Take life in bite-sized pieces at this time, and I spoke about that in the beginning. 50 shades and hues, tailor-made for you. Somebody may be named Taylor, but also this is like an intimate card as well. It may just be indicative of the shadows that each of you have had to move through in this connection, leaving the overwhelm, knowing you can handle everything that is moving from the shadow into the light, and that quantum leap, overcoming to become. So now we do have a zodiac sign, and the way that these messages came out, it may be that this person is holding all of their cards to their chest and they are not revealing them to you, but when they do, it may be like verbal diarrhea. So now we have 3-4 Aries, March 21st to April 19th. And in the tarot, the 3 aligns with growth, creativity, and collaboration. The 4, stability, structure, foundation, and pause. So if this doesn't align with the person who's in your energy, it may, for a season, that you will be growing through something. You may find yourself in creative processes to have this collaboration with this individual and find yourself in stability with the structure of the tradition of continuing to show up in this connection and within regards to even the work that you may be doing with one another. But this also speaks about a pause. So if this doesn't happen futuristically, this may have been a season where you have been growing through things individually or together, and you may have had that pause and not been a part of each other's lives specifically due to divine intervention. So now we have smexual frustration, smexual healing. So this person or you or both of you may be having this occur currently, and offer that to one another when you come into alignment. Now we have automatic aura, illumination, magnetic. I know there was one that said electric chemistry, undeniable, unexplainable, unforgettable. This is stating that you are magnetic. You are the illuminating light in this person's life. Dress up, show up, and show out. I love that card. And Yeah, just be who it is that you are. You don't have to be anything else. Who it is that you are is more than enough. Careful consideration. So, again, with using discernment and being mindful, ascend, awaken, heal. I've spoken about that. Listen to your inner voice, trust and honor your vision. 9 year cycles are finally completing. I did speak about that briefly. You are an infinite soul, so your soul spans lifetimes, and you may be connected to this individual throughout the lifetimes. So now we do have divine counterpart vibes, twin flame or soulmate. So this is a divinely orchestrated connection, and you are counterparts, twin flames, or soulmates. Now we have elevated and joyous. We had that come through, but you will be giving and offering that to each other. Surrender. Surrender to the divine. Remember, trust the divine, trust the process. Everything is working out on your behalf. At a crossroads, this person's at a crossroads because fear is overriding logic. They don't know whether to proceed ahead, to come back in, and how you will reciprocate the exchange of that. Your future is predicted to be less heavy and more bright. Remember, buckle up, baby, because it's about to get fun. Coming out of the shadow and into the light. I already spoke about that several times. Leaving confusion, fear, and avoidancy. That is quantum leaping into the next leveled up version of yourself and removing the elusive conditioning. So now we have 5-6 Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. We just left this Gemini season, and the 5 in the tarot aligns with the energy of conflict, change, instability, and challenge. So prior to us coming into this Cancerian energy, you may have been feeling this, and it may even be outside of the connection that you have or hold with this other individual. Again, it may be in terms of work. For the number 6, that represents harmony, success, reconnection, and support. If you're wondering how I'm getting these numbers, the numbers are coming from the month. So May is the 5th month and June is the 6th month. So the six in the tarot represents harmony, success, reconnection, and support. You may have found that as you were growing through the changes and the challenges of instability and conflict, that next month moved you into the harmony and success of the reconnection that you want to receive this support with and for each other within this connection. So now we have seeking reassurance. That was that ruminating, release control. So someone is trying to understand you better and more, and to obviously offer you love in the way in which you desire and deserve, but also they're wondering if it is them that is still on your mind and in your field, and that you are carrying in your heart space. When pigs fly. So I've been feeling like just different energies throughout this reading. This may mean, again, that this person only had a once in a lifetime opportunity to come in and show you who it is that they were, and to offer you the best of themselves, and they may not have been evolved enough at that point. So this may not be coming back around. Again, this may only align for one or more of you. It may not be the entire collective that is tuned in for this love reading. All right, Libra, now we have the divine already has the situation handled. It's going to be okay. So even though that when pigs fly came out here, that may mean even that there were external voice and noise of those outside of you that were pulling you apart in a certain way. It may be that, you have ascended, evolved, awoken, and healed, and this person has not. And until they do, you will be on completely different levels of frequency, and you will not be able to reach or meet each other there. Now we have, here we go. Somebody's fake. We have life is too short for fake butter, cheese, and people. It might be a false twin flame, or someone that is coming in to make you feel as though they are truly your twin flame or your soulmate, but they may not be. They may be coming in on ulterior motives as far as they are feeling a burden financially, and they may want you to help them come out of that. Again, only do take what pertains for you. Now I've known about our love for a long time, and I've been preparing welcome home. Ordinarily, I would be like, this is the most beautiful card ever. But I don't know how I feel now that these other messages are coming up. Either way, this person feels like you are their home, and they've been preparing. Again, that aligns with what I said behind the scenes, and them being like a spiritual guide to you in a certain manner. So now we have, damn baby, from your head to your toes, you're out of control. You got it going on in more ways than you know. So this person, again, is smitten. They are enamored. They are mind blown over you and the fact that you even exist. Okay, so this person is coming in now with a question. Can you ever forgive me? I regret my actions. Can we please start new? So this person lives in regret and remorse every day, and that may even be why they are losing sleep. There was something that they caused for this to come into a state or place of separation, and they want to come in with an apology. So they may come in with an incoming apology. There may be communication. Now, okay, so there may be communication even in one of these seasons that showed up if the zodiac sign doesn't align with the person. Do be mindful of that. Now we have spying, remote viewing, or using divination and paying to get readings on you and your life. Didn't I speak about the readings? I know my shit, guys. Someone wants to know what is occurring for your life. They want to know the process of how to come to you correctly in the right aligned balanced energy, but they also want to know like what you have going on, and maybe even how you are feeling about them. They're trying to seek that reassurance, right? So do be mindful of that. You have soulful expressions. It's a soul thing. So this is a soul deep, infinite bond that spans lifetimes. Whether you accept this person back into your reality or not is entirely and completely up to you. I can't give you a time frame that they will be coming in. I'll ask Spirit, is there a time frame for the Libra zodiac sign that the person showing up in this reading will align with them? Again, for everybody it's going to be different. So experience great adversity. You may have experienced great adversity. This person may be growing through adversity themselves. You may both be. You may have experienced great adversity in regards to this connection, and you're like, I'm done. I don't want to put myself back in that situation. The outcomes that occur for you are completely and entirely on you. So now what I will be doing is grabbing some letters and numbers that may align. I will reveal them individually and how they may align at that point, and then I will put them out again in another alignment and see if there's any different ways that these may align for you, because in my readings it's more than just a first, middle, or last initial and name. Okay? Any more? Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Okay, so we have U, Y, R, A. So Ray, if I put those together, so that may align with Raymond, even that you are a ray of sunshine, because we have you and you, and then Ray, and then you. You both may be rays of sunshine. So we have U-R-A-Y, U-A, G, the number 8, P, X, A, Z, N, L, L, and H. The A and L reminds me of an angel. The X, there may be an X, karmic person that is still in your energy field, or this person The number 8 may even align with the infinity sign, and we have a letter F. So I will tidy those up and then I will show them to you and we will speak about how they can align. Here are your letters, and if you would like, you may take a screenshot and look into how these may fit for you. I did speak about Ray, but I'm also seeing Faye, Gay, and AA, Zay, Haley, Zach. Someone may take a prescription of Xanax or have an alcohol addiction. Al or all, fall. So these letters for any collective, right? They're going to give you more messages than just the first, middle, or last name or initial for a person. You may be able to find aligning or connecting words, names. They may represent a city, a state, a country. I've had restaurant names, animal names, food items. There are so many different ways, and I'm feeling Riley. I don't know if that's North or South Carolina, but that can also align for a name. Naughty is a word that's coming through, and of course we know that this person wants to get intimate with you. It was like, I don't know why I was thinking par, like if somebody plays golf. We do have two U's, like actual U's, but this looks like your and then your, both at the top. I don't know how that would align, but rug is also a word. Rag, lag, hag, nag, fag. And again, with the number 8, that may represent the 8th day in a month, or the eighth month, which is August, which actually AUG. So there may be something coming in alignment, like this manifested desire may be coming in the August season, or the fact that the August and the number 8 aligns may mean that there is a Virgo in your energy field. Hal, Hal, or Hall for a last name. Fap, I don't know what Fap is. I know that's something. Zag, like zigzag. So again, healing is not linear, but when I spoke about the Fae, that may even mean that the fairies are involved in this connection. I know people don't always believe in the same sort of things that I do. Pan, P-A-N, somebody may be a cook, a chef, or a sous chef. Zay, so Isaiah, Zay. Try to think of who else Zay would align with. Fur, F-U-R. So somebody may be into furries, if you know what that is. Okay, I think that that's all I'm getting. You will know if these letters align. And again, they are a bonus, so they don't have to, and they won't for every single person. LA for Los Angeles, or even AL for Alaska, Alabama. And we actually have LA twice. So as I was leaving your letters, I was feeling inaugural or inal. I know that I'm saying it and it sounds like an E, but those words actually start with an A, so there may be an annulment, or they go to an inaugural event, which is like, I believe, political. Somebody may be affiliated in politics, but thank you so much for joining me here on my only social media, YouTube, at Sacred Love 8. If you are interested in contributing a tip or to receive a mini, personal, or extended reading, you may visit ko-fi.com/sacred love. Comments have been muted due to trolls and spam, and I will never reach out to you. At the heart of the universe, love is the ultimate truth that transcends all boundaries. Thank you for joining me here.